In its sixth year, the annual Countdown Music Festival will yet again take place at the Buffalo City Stadium in the Eastern Cape province. Thousands of music lovers will be ushered into the new year of 2020 with a wide range of sounds and performances. Organisers of the event say that this is one of the fastest growing festivals in East London. For more on this, we are joined from our Port Elizabeth studios by Luyolo Beku, artist manager. Luyolo, a very good morning and a warm welcome.
A very good morning to you and the viewers of SABC.
Now, this is the sixth year running for the event. So what have you done to keep it relevant to the audiences?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. And
yeah, go on. We're listening.
all right. Yeah, so I'm saying that's a very relevant question because it's very important that each year we always change the game to ensure that we keep the people in the high spirits and ready for the new year. Of course, it's very important on the security element in the lineup, which is one of our main focuses for the festival, and also, of course, the development element that we've always preached throughout the 6 years that we've been running. So all systems are very much ready to go. We've got a great lineup ahead. We always try and scale away from having the same lineup as the other festivals because Eastern Cape is very popular with hosting quite big festivals. So we try and scale away from the usuals that people have seen earlier on in other festivals and mix it up, of course, with local talent that we have in the Eastern Cape, which you will agree that we have got quite a lot of that.
And speaking of talent, let's talk about some of the acts that will form part of the lineup.
All right, some of the acts that we're having this year, we've got, I'll start with our very own in the Eastern Cape. We've got Amifaku, who's a very well-talented female artist that is coming from the Port Elizabeth Nelson Mandela Metro, doing very well in the industry. We've got Ritabile, we've got Anati. We've got Uzintle Kwaiman, who's also one of Gqom artists and also a dancer in the Eastern Cape, well known for her flair that she brings onto the stage. We've got GQ, we've got Yoba, we've got Welo, we've got Slogan, we've got quite a vast number. We've got, of course, the old school because we also want to cater for the young and old because we cater for families as well. We've got Tebe coming through, we've got Musa, who we will remember from his multiple hit songs such as Umtande, Abonomkita, and so on. And we've got Amapiano that are, of course, the current thing that's circulating around the country. So representing that, we've got Semiti, we've got Miano. And we've got our MCs who, of course, take us through to the new year in high spirits. Opatko Mafani and Uyanga Yaris Mapokela from one of the local radio stations is also joining us this time around. So we've mixed it up a bit, trying to cater for everyone that is of the different ages, young and old, as I mentioned earlier.
Now, judging from the attendance figures in the previous editions of this festival, well, I do get a sense that this year, looking at the lineup, will be a much, much bigger crowd. So everybody gets to benefit, not just the partygoers and revelers themselves, not just the artists, but some of the sectors in and around East London on an economic perspective. So what are some of the benefits for small local businesses as well as the communities in and around the area?
It's a very great platform, especially for the local economy. This festival, of course, is one of the festivals that basically, I mean, it's the last festival in the Buffalo City Metro. So, of course, we've got a great influx that comes into East London. And with the contribution in terms of numbers, looking at last year, we had over 10,000 people that came through to the festival. We are growing, and looking at the tickets and how they move. Of course, the culture of festivals around the country in general, tickets pick up quite slowly, which is why we always encourage that people go to Computicket so that we don't face traffic at the actual stadium and the venue, and people get to watch the festival from beginning to end. So we're looking at a sellout this year, of course, with the lineup that I mentioned earlier, which is a variety. There's surprises, of course, that we holding until the very last hour. People have seen before. We've got 12 o'clock midnight fireworks displayed that we always change around from time to time. And we've got some collaborations that people have not seen before, and we, because of the development element that we're trying to bring into the festival, we try our level best to spice it up a bit. So people can look forward to a lot in store for the 6th Annual Countdown Music Festival.
And looking at the audiences that you'll be attracting, I would imagine that there was a greater need to beef up the security. So talk to us about issues of safety and security for those that will be attending the event.
Definitely, security measures are in place. Of course, we always try our level best to beef it up every year. With some of the situations that have been circulating around the country earlier this year, we by no means want to compromise security levels. So with our Buffalo City Metro, with our SAPS, and also our private security, everything is beefed up. And we always say, and would actually like to encourage people that even with tickets, we put on a very high level of security measure. Because some people fake tickets. So we'd like to encourage people that the only outlets that will be selling tickets would be Computicket, and Computicket will have their store, their tickets at the gate as well, but very limited. So security levels are in place, and we've got car guards. Of course, our official car guards are in place. So it's basically in place. Everything is up to standard, and all systems are ready to go.
Okay, give us, before I let you go, give us the details of the ticket and whether they will be available at the door, and what time the event starts.
All right, the gates will open at 12. The gates will open at 12, and we're starting the show at 2 up until 5 a.m. on the 1st of January 2019. 2020, sorry, crossing over to the year. So I'd like to emphasize on the fact that tickets will be very limited. We also have on the 30th, the pre-party that will be taking place at Ekoneni Butchery in Tanzania, East London, where we will also have tickets available. We will be joined there by Winnie Kumalo, Ritabile, and Tebe, and of course Zinhle Kwaiman, our slogan, and most of the guys that will be part of the 31st, the official countdown in the Eastern Cape.
All right, Luyolo, thank you so much for your time and all the best in the Countdown Music Festival. That was Luyolo Beku talking to us about the 6th Annual Countdown Music Festival set to take place on the 31st of December, as we'll be ushered into the new year 2020. If this is an event that you once attended, why don't you share with us about your own personal experiences that you've had at this event? We'll be right back.